we're going to be moving our heavy hitters. Now, the stock market's going to do what it does. The crypto market is going to do what it does. That is all outside of our control. What I need to do, what is in my control, is selling the things that make sense to sell now while I can maximize my dollar. Potentially, everything keeps going up and none of this matters, and maybe I look dumb. At the same time, I'm more focused on selling as many things as possible to pay for the car, so that way I don't have to have a car payment. You know, someone might say, hey, dude, selling Destined Rivals sealed case for $2,800? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? Well, I bought that case for $2,000, actually $1,800. When I did that, I had already planned on holding it for 5 years, and I was definitely not planning on it growing 50% in that time. So I don't think I'm nuts. If anything, like, dude, you're lucky in the stock market to get your 12% per year. Now, you're going to tell me right now that 50% in a year, actually 50% since like July, 50% since July, I'm happy. I'm happy to take my 50%, and that's a win. You might also call me crazy for this, but I have 2 of these. And I do believe that 151 is going to be like the creme de la creme. But at the same time, there's a higher chance that 151 goes and just stays where it is right now. If the stock market goes down, if crypto goes down. Now, there's also a very high chance that nothing happens. And then as we keep getting closer to the 30th anniversary, that things just keep going up. In which case, hey, dude, it is what it is. Another really good one to get rid of. Why? I bought this booster box for $300. Actually, I traded Magic the Gathering product. That was not worth that is not worth $300 today. I traded things that are not worth $300 today. Stellar Crown. I actually got this sealed case from the Pokemon Center. Now, interestingly enough, this is $9.95. I don't believe that. But if I go in, it says $9.95 is the most recent ask. Recent sale, $7.69. So are they actually getting that $9.95? I don't know. But at the same time, I bought it. I bought 4 for the $50 or $60 that the Pokemon Center was asking for. I can't complain. Like, genuinely, like I could not be happier to take a almost 5 times. Yeah, that's 400%. You're gonna tell me right now I made 400% in a year? That's stellar to me. No pun intended. I just realized I did that. I'm not proud. It says $599.98, $599.98, $594.96. So they're selling for $600. Great. I paid $450. You're gonna tell me right now a 33% increase, and you're not gonna take 33% in a couple of months? I'm taking it. Paldean Fates, another really popular set that was short-lived. I'm gonna put both in for right now. Really what we're trying to do here is we're just creating a portfolio that has all of our heaviest hitters. Anything that is worth a lot. It's worth throwing it in here and just seeing what we could potentially be looking at. Because remember, we're looking at this from the perspective of like, dude, I want to pay off my car as quickly as possible. Charizards. I got 2 of them. Listen, man, I bought both of them for $120 a pop. What is that? Well, a little under 3 times my initial investment. Don't mind. Don't mind if I do. Now, all right, this one's a little harder to think about here, just because I do think Prismatic is like, I mean, just look at this wave, right? Like, Prismatic is it. Prismatic is him. Prismatic is Timothy Charlemagne. Do I want to move all 6? Absolutely not. But I do have 6, which grants me a little bit of flexibility. Celebrations, another one that like I ideally wanted this to hit 450, 500 before I started moving it. But again, with our new goal of paying off the car, it doesn't hurt to say, why don't we sell 2? right? Going back. I do have Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate isn't moving as much as I want it to, and that's hard. So I could potentially even lose on Baldur. I think I bought it for like $2.99. So like I think I'd actually just break even after selling fees and whatnot. You're staying. This is my baby. I got that at Pokemon Worlds. I have 2 of these. I'm not selling one for 400. There's no way. So if we go into TCG player, they're already back down to 277. Yeah, this thing, it was selling for 400, 360. Like that would have been the time. I don't think that it's going to be worth moving. I have 2 of them, so I'll just put 1 up for now. Because again, right now, all we're doing is we're just taking a look at inventory. We're doing inventory. I bought these for super cheap. I bought these for less than 248, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I want to say I had 5. Yeah, I have 5. Okay. So we'll keep going through. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Now I have a sealed case. Brings us down to Unfinity. I've definitely lost money on Infinity. Who's that Carlo Manor, dude? This one I got for a steal. This one I was buying at like the 190. Actually, I think I was buying it at like 180, mid 180s for sure. And I didn't pay tax on it. So like this to me, that's a win. I'm happy with that. It's not as strong of a win as a lot of the other things that I have, but that is perfectly fine. Put up the 1, not selling Gardevoir. These actually just sold, actually. So these are all gone. Oh, but I need to mark it as sold in the app. So ignore that for now. Japanese 151. Nothing wrong with getting rid of 1. These are on the up and up. And I love you, Charmander. Thank you for feeding families for generations. I have a number of these. I actually bought like 9 of them back at like the end of August. And I want to say my average price is probably somewhere around like that 120 range. I have a lot of high hopes for Obsidian Flame, so like if I did move any, I said I have 9. I think I have 7. I think I have 9 prismatic regular. So I'm gonna do 4. We could say 4 will leave confidently. And then here are these. Yeah, there's my 9. Quantity 9. All right, cool. This, honestly, man, like, if I could sell it for a good chunk, like $1.50 a pop, I would move 4 or 5 and then keep 4. The whole idea behind those was actually short-term flipping. Just for for what it's worth, I think that Prismatic is still on the up and up. So like I don't even feel bad for whoever buys that from anybody. I think it's a great buy. I do have this Gem Mint 9. Don't worry. I actually also have a raw Blastoise for my own collection that I pulled in a God pack, which was sick. That was honestly gas. You guys have no idea how excited I was. Which I also posted a video of me doing that on my Cynthia's Garchomp page. So I'll get rid of all 4. Journey Together, like it's a good set. I actually do really like a lot of the art. I like the trainer cards, like that's when it came back. But I'm not married to holding on to anything long term. I just sold 10 of these. Just sold 10. So I can definitely say that if I moved my other 12 soon. Let's say 12. That would not be an issue. 12, I think I can move pretty quickly. Destined Rivals, booster bundles. Destined Rivals, look, it's still a set that is in rotation. You tell me right now that I could go from the $28 that I paid per to 53. Happy. Happy. Super happy. Aether Drift. This is one that sucks because it was as high as 230 over here in August. Now, it looks like it could be taking another turn back up. So look, if I list it and I can get what I'm asking for it, fantastic. But if I don't, see, this is what's killing us. Like this guy just trying to offload them. This guy doesn't want to do any holding. He doesn't want to see how it turns out. He just wants to get rid of it. Brother, you are killing us. Also, If you see someone's asking 209, make your shit 208. What are you doing? And that's largely how I'm looking at this. Like, hey, what can I move sooner rather than later that will pay off pretty well, you know, decently well. These are going for 208. I bought these for 40 at freaking Sam's Club, dude. I am still kicking myself because it was like December before all the crazy hype happened, and I had a chance to buy more, man. I had a chance to buy more, and I didn't. I bought like 15 that day, but it is what it is. Shrouded Fable, I'm honestly happy to sit on it because, like, I have so much of it. I have the Pokemon Center ETB cases that I saw sell for 1,200. Yeah, you could say that's market manipulation. I personally don't care. I think that it's worth sitting on them until they get back up to that. There's no way that you're going to tell me that Shrouded Fable or any Pokemon Center ETB from Scarlet Violet forward is not going to be $299 at a minimum in the future. So $299 times 4, very happy to wait for that $1,200 mark again. Shout out to the people who managed to sell at that 1,200 because, man, I have 28 grand. And that means that we're short. We're short because I owe 36,000. Mine is 28 grand. Puts me at 8,000. I am still negative 8K on my car. Not negative on the car, obviously, but that does mean I have to part ways with a couple more things. I could just up more of my inventory that I have to move, that I'm sitting on, that I doesn't mean that I have to sell all of them tomorrow, but you know, I could see what's happening with the 25th anniversary. 25th anniversary? 30th anniversary. Wow. Getting rid of my other grail. This is my baby. I'm not getting rid of Evolving Skies. You can't make me. No one can make me. What's this guy going for? Don't tell me 265. I bought it for like 208 or 220, somewhere around that range in the Ravnica. I feel like that is everything that I have. I have Spider-Man, but I'm not taking a hit on Spider-Man. And in fact, I think Spider-Man is one of the best things that you could be buying right now. So I'm not moving that at all. Again, I expect all of these to be worth 300 at some point. So that's why I'm not aggressively in a rush to get rid of. Did this take a backseat to White Flare? No. Okay, White Flare's higher. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, ain't no way. See, this is one of those that, like, I bought it when it was like 380. I bought these for 380 sometime in August, and like, genuinely, I felt like a genius because I knew that there's no way a sealed case of PC ETBs could be the price of the one ETB down the road. That is my thesis. I will die on that hill. Not getting rid of my new type Rising. I have a case of this, by the way. It says 12. But that's because I chose the individual option. Ignore the combined value, because obviously it's assuming that I actually have two different portfolios. And there you have it. That is everything that I plan on moving. $34,250 worth of stuff. Is not going to be easy to move. You are going to have to take a haircut on some things. You are going to have to settle in some areas. And again, it is just so interesting to me that I still have 34 grand worth of stuff, but I guess a lot of it is Spider-Man too. So the whole idea behind Spider-Man, by the way, is I wholeheartedly believe that when someone doesn't want stuff, the price is going to be low, and it's going to be low potentially for a while. It could be low for a year. It could be low for 2 years. It could be low for 3. It could be low for 5. But there will come a day where everyone who wanted it got it for 400, 450. And then it got opened. And then there are rip and shippers. And there are people who are like, I'm chasing this card. And there's a new Marvel set that comes out. And now I need the Soul Stone. And now I need this. Now I need that. I absolutely have the framework in place now to pay off the Type R, to own my car outright, and then to start rebuying a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be getting rid of. I love Prismatic. I think Prismatic is the bee's knees, and it's going to continue to go up. I promise you. So I could buy Prismatic. My 151 sealed collection, it actually isn't sealed. It's a booster display that Walmart had the package or the plastic ripped off of. So that was unfortunate. Literally did not even come with it, let alone being punctured. So when I go back to rebuy those 151 sealed displays, I'll be buying sealed displays with plastic. Pretty cool.